All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of Design Your Happiness podcast with me, your host, Marilee, Blair. So today's episode, we are going to focus on gratitude and all you have to be thankful for. So for this, I have two quotes of the day. So the first quote is, "Life is one big continuous circle of giving and receiving. Be thankful for who you have and all you have. By focusing on gratitude, you'll continue to attract prosperity and abundance." And my second quote, "A thankful heart is the greatest of all virtues and leads to a very happy heart." So for this, gratitude will make you so happy in your life. Like, that's the most important thing. We have so many things to be grateful for that we can focus on that will help design our happiness and make us happy each day. So I can give you an example of things that you want to focus on every day after you say your affirmations as you're getting ready for the day. So obviously the first thing is waking up. The gift of life, to be alive, is the biggest gift. Thank you, God, for another day, or just thank you, whatever you believe in. Just be thankful to have another day of life. And your loved ones, your family, your best friends, for me, so this is how I practice my day. So I wake up and I'm very grateful for another day of life. I'm very grateful when I look over to see my handsome husband, and I'm grateful for him, my best friend, my everything, right? And then my two dogs, Nike and Snow. I'm so grateful for them and to be their dog mom. I'm grateful for my job and being an event planner, a career I've loved for the last 15 years that has allowed me to meet thousands and thousands of people and, travel all over the world and make people happy through events. I'm grateful for my health, the gift of exercise, the thing that I look forward to doing every day that gives me endorphins and helps me challenge my body and make it look a certain way that I want it to look, and it just gives me my happy place. So I'm so grateful for that gift. And I'm grateful for the gift of meeting new people, because I've shared, and most of you all know this, I have to meet new people. It's part of my plan for my life and God's plan for me. I'm supposed to make a difference in the world, and that's why I have to keep meeting new people and for what they teach me. And I'm so grateful for my loved ones. I'm grateful for my family, like for my mom, for my dad, that I have a good relationship with him and for my sister, that she's alive, and because of what happened earlier this year that some of you know. And but I'm grateful all my loved ones are alive, and just all my close family members, I'm so grateful for them. And I'm grateful for the best friends and true friends that I have. I have a lot of friends. I have always had a lot of different groups of friends, and I am so grateful for those connections, for people that have known me for a long time, and for the new friends that just give me so much love and are there for me, that the people that can see all sides of me, and for my mentors, my coaches, for my gyms, for being able to travel. There are so many things to be grateful for in this lifetime. And so when you always focus on everything that you have to be grateful for, you will always attract those things. You'll live a life full of abundance and more magic, because you're focusing on all these beautiful things that you have to be grateful for. Even if you don't have things that you want now, if you look back on your life, where you were 5 years ago, you probably prayed or desired some of the current things that you have in your life right now. And so remember, everything is a gift. And when you just keep your mindset in a state of just being so thankful for everything, you'll always be drawn to receiving more too. And it's just, everything is a gift. Everything is how you look at it. Even when we go through hard times, we can still find oh, I'm so grateful to have the support system that we have. Obviously, it's hard to focus on that when you're going through something, but for day to day, when we can control our emotions and our happiness, try to focus on everything that you have to be grateful for. Make a list, and it'll make you smile so much. You're like, oh my goodness, I have so much to be grateful for. Like, I should not complain about anything. I mean, and we can always want different things, and different things of what we want starts to change, especially as we get older. You know, I'm not the same person I was when I was younger. Things that I want always change. You know, I'm very ambitious. I have different goals in fitness, in my career, like all these different things. So, but we can still focus on what we have to be grateful for as we're working towards those other goals, or we're working towards other things that we want to have and that we want to attract into our life. And it just keep doing that, because it just makes you happier when you focus on what you have to be thankful for, and when you focus on that loving energy of things that you have to be thankful for. People are drawn to that energy. They want to be part of your grateful heart and your grateful energy. And so, you know, that's something magnetic that you want to always have in your life. We are, like I've said before, we are the creators of our life. We're not victims. So we want to focus on these beautiful things that we have, instead of complaining and focusing on what we don't have. But what about all the things that we do have? And even when things are scary, it's okay to admit it. You know, I'll be honest. I mean, I'm always honest, but so when my husband and we did long distance for 4 years, and I'm very positive, and he's a very positive person. We amplify that in each other, but I still have fears. I still go through certain things, and I'm very independent. And when we did long distance, I lived in Los Angeles and he lived in San Diego. And I built a whole new life for myself. Like, I had friends, I had, you know, work. And even though we had connected, when I was going to relocate back to San Diego by the end of year 4, I was actually nervous to move back, and I had a fear. I actually told him, you know, I'm nervous that if I move back to San Diego, what if we break up? Like, what if it doesn't work? Because we've done long distance for so long, for 4 years, and we literally live 2 different lives, but we come together and we have such a great relationship, but I'm scared. And that was an honest fear. And I shared that with him, and he's so beautiful. He's like, but babe, what if it's like so amazing because we get to finally live together and we just have the best relationship ever, and we have even more fun because we get to live together, and we actually can have dinner in the middle of the week, and like all these things that we prayed for. And I was like, oh, you're so right. But I was nervous to tell him about this fear. And then I was like, he's so right. Like, I had to, change my environment. And even though I always knew I wanted to come back to San Diego, it's still a big change, right? But I'm so grateful that I could be honest and share my actual fear, and that I made the leap. And so I moved back to San Diego in March 2016. And I'm not from San Diego. I'm from Northern California. So I'm really good at restarting my life, because even when I moved to San Diego the first time, I didn't know anybody here. And now I have a million friends because of me. And I'm really good with people, and the right people. I mean, I love everyone, but only certain people are drawn to me that appreciate my energy. And so those are the ones that I want to stay with. But anyway, so when I moved here, he was so right. Like, we have so much fun together. We have so many friends together. We made new friends together, me individually, him individually, and he was right. It was the best decision I ever made. I didn't know. It was so fun to live with a significant other, because I'd never lived with any of my exes before. And I'm so grateful that because of that decision, like, it's led to so many beautiful things, because I am so I had a grateful heart and I was honest, and then like here I am, and I continued with my career, and I, got to make more friends and meet people that I wouldn't have met had I stayed comfortable and, stayed in Los Angeles. And then I wouldn't want us to continue to grow apart. People, can do distance, but we always knew there needed to be an end time. Like, we can only do distance for so long. Like, we need to merge our lives together. We need to be one unit, not just separate people. Always be independent people, but we wanted to build a life together. And so I'm really grateful that I made that decision, because when I quit my job, then we traveled through Southeast Asia for 3 weeks. And then I moved in with him, and it's just been amazing ever since. And so anyways, the point of this episode is to, again, focus on what you have to be grateful for. And when you're making big decisions, there are fears, right? And it's okay to have fears. Everybody has fears. And then you can take a leap of faith and look at it differently. Look at it the way that, Mike had said, but what if it all works out? Like, what if it's even more amazing than you ever dreamed? That's how you want to look at things too. So I'm glad that he gave me that perspective when we decide to do different things, and to kind of keep you in that grateful energy. What if everything is better than you've ever imagined? So anyways, focus on everything you have to be grateful for. Make a list, look at it every day, just so it can make you smile. I mean, I'm sure that you already know there's so many things. I didn't even get to finish saying everything, like being able to be outside, living in San Diego. Like, I'm so grateful to live there. Of all the places I've lived, of all the places I've ever traveled in the world, my absolute favorite place is San Diego. There's nowhere else I want to be but San Diego. I love that. I make a new friend every day of my life in San Diego. Like, it's just that amazing to be able to meet that many amazing men, amazing women that inspire me, that I can have these amazing different conversations with, fun conversations, happy, vulnerable. Like, it's just so beautiful. I'm obsessed with San Diego. And, just everything that I've ever done. For me, I have so very, very much to be grateful for. So I always want to focus my everyday on gratitude, and everyone should, because it'll make you a happier person. So for closing this gratitude episode, as you focus on everything that you have to be grateful for your day, I'm going to end this song, our dance party, with this song called Counting My Blessings by Seth Schuletter. And so I'm going to play this song, and we can dance to keep us in a thankful, grateful, happy, positive energy. All right, I hope you can hear it. God, I'm still counting my blessings for all that you've done in my life. The more that I look in the details, the more of your goodness I find. Father of this side of heaven, I know that I'll run out of time, but I will keep counting my blessings, knowing I can't count that high. All right, everybody, have an amazing day. Remember to focus on all you have to be grateful for. Always count your blessings. And you'll see me again soon. Happy Designer Happiness Podcast Day.